Sound of keys jingling frantically, then a calm, clear ping. Remember that frantic search. What if finding anything, from your keys to your car, was as simple as a pinpoint on a map? Indoors and out. Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're talking about ultra-wideband, or UWB.
That's right. It's a technology that's quietly slipping into more and more of our devices.
Yeah, things like Apple AirTags or those newer digital car keys. You might even be using it without really knowing exactly what it is or what it can do.
And that's what we want to unpack today. Demystify UWB a bit and look at how it could, change how we interact with all our connected stuff.
So let's start with the basics. What exactly is ultra-wideband?
Okay, so UWB is a short-range wireless communication technology. The key thing, its real standout feature is incredibly precise location tracking. We're talking down to centimeters.
Centimeters, wow. Okay, so it's not trying to be the next Wi-Fi or Bluetooth then?
Not at all. Think of it as another tool in the kit. It complements those technologies. It shines when you need really precise location, quick responsiveness, and strong security.
And it's important to mention, this isn't the same ultra-wideband some U.S. carriers use for their 5G networks, right?
Absolutely not. Completely different technology. UWB is specifically this short-range, high-precision radio system. And
it's not brand new tech either. It feels new in our gadgets, but...
That's true. It actually dates back to the 1960s, believe it or not. Military, government use originally. It's only really started hitting consumer devices in, say, the last 5 or 6 years.
Okay, so how does it achieve that centimeter level accuracy? What's the magic?
Well, it's kind of like sonar, or maybe radar is a better analogy, but using radio waves. A UWB device sends out billions of very short radio pulses every second.
Billions per second?
Yeah, across a really wide frequency band. That's the ultra-wideband part. Then it measures the exact time it takes for those pulses to travel to another UWB device and back. It's called time of flight.
Ah, so by measuring that travel time super accurately, it knows the distance.
Exactly. That's what gives it that amazing precision compared to, say, Bluetooth, which estimates distance based on signal strength, which is much less reliable.
Makes sense. And it uses pulses, not a continuous signal like Wi-Fi.
Right. Short, sharp pulses. And because it uses such a wide band, it can also send data quite quickly, hundreds of megabits per second potentially, even though its main job is location.
And it plays nice with other signals. Doesn't interfere much.
Generally, yes. It uses very low power, so its signals are often below the background noise of other radio tech. It can kind of hide underneath them, which means less interference both ways.
Okay, so let's talk real world. Where are we seeing UWB making a difference right now? Object trackers seem like the obvious place to start.
Definitely. Things like the Apple AirTags, Samsung SmartTag Plus C, they're prime examples. Instead of just telling you your keys are nearby, UWB lets your phone give you actual direction.
Right, the little arrow pointing you. Warm, warmer, colder. That's UWB.
That's UWB's precision in action, guiding you within inches, basically, inside that tens of meters range. It's a huge step up from just Bluetooth.
I can see that being useful for finding the TV remote, or maybe finding your luggage at the airport someday, or your bike in a massive rack.
Exactly. And then there are digital car keys. That's another big one.
How does UWB help there, better than the key fobs we have now?
It's about security and convenience. UWB lets the car know exactly where your phone or watch is. Not just nearby, but precisely next to the door, for instance, so it can unlock automatically as you approach.
And the security part.
Because it knows the precise location, it makes relay attacks much, much harder. Where thieves try to capture and boost your key fob signal, UWB's precision pretty much shuts that down.
Ah, okay. That's a significant improvement. Which car brands are using this?
We're seeing it from BMW, Audi, Ford, Hyundai. Apple's digital key feature uses it too. And you can imagine future stuff, like your headlights turning on as you specifically approach, or the seat adjusting automatically.
That sounds pretty slick. What about inside the house? Smart homes.
Yeah, UWB offers much better presence detection. Imagine lights turning on exactly when you walk into a room, not triggered by the cat 5 minutes later. Or music following you around the house.
Okay, that's better than current motion sensors or relying on flaky Bluetooth connections.
Definitely more reliable and precise. You could even ask your voice assistant, "Where's my phone?" And it could tell you, it's under the cushion on the sofa, thanks to UWB.
This isn't just for us consumers, though, right? Industry uses it, too.
Oh, absolutely. It's been used in factories and warehouses for years. Tracking tools, equipment, inventory with high accuracy. Think Boeing, managing aircraft parts. It improves efficiency, reduces loss.
And sports. I heard something about American football.
Yes, they put UWB sensors in the ball and on players. They can track movements incredibly precisely, like thousands of times a second. Great for stats, analysis, maybe even helping refs make calls.
Wow. Okay, so which phones actually have UWB right now? Is it common?
It's getting there, mostly on higher-end models. Apple put it in iPhones from the 11 onwards, except the SE, and newer Apple Watches. Samsung has it in the S21 Plus and up, some Fold models, Google's Pixel Pro phones, Pixel Watch 3. Motorola has a model too.
So not everywhere yet? Why not? Cost.
Cost is a factor, yeah. Needs dedicated chips. And maybe the killer apps beyond finding things haven't fully emerged for everyone just yet, but adoption is definitely growing.
What can you do with it on your phone now besides tracking tags?
File sharing is a neat one, like with AirDrop or Nearby Share. If you point your phone at another UWB phone, it often jumps to the top of the sharing list. Makes it more intuitive.
Ah, spatial awareness for sharing. Cool. Even if Wi-Fi is faster for big files.
Right, it's about the ease of initiating that connection.
So let's quickly compare UWB versus Bluetooth versus NFC. Where does it fit?
Okay, Bluetooth. Longer range, less precise, can get interference. NFC, tiny range, basically touch, very low cost. UWB is kind of in the middle on range, up to maybe 200 meters sometimes, but way, way more precise and fast than Bluetooth.
So it has its own sweet spot.
Exactly. It's not for every single cheap gadget because of cost and power right now. But when you need that precision, speed, and security, secure door access, car keys, finding things accurately, maybe reliable smart home stuff, UWB is the winner.
Got it. Now, it's security and privacy.
Yeah.
UWB sounds secure against those relay attacks, which is good.
Yeah, the precision helps a lot there. Plus, the low power and complex signals make it harder to just sniff out or jam compared to some other tech.
But the privacy side, being tracked with centimeter accuracy, could that be misused?
That's the valid concern. As it becomes more common in, say, shops or workplaces, the potential for tracking without consent is real if we don't have good rules in place. It's an ongoing discussion, definitely. We need frameworks to keep up.
Something to watch. So what's holding back wider adoption right now, besides cost?
Really, it's just getting it into enough devices. Standardization helps. Groups like the FIRA Consortium are working on making sure devices work together. Once it's in most phones, like Bluetooth or NFC, usage will likely explode.
Okay, looking ahead then. What's the future potential beyond finding keys and unlocking cars?
Oh, lots of possibilities. Think indoor navigation in malls or airports like GPS, but inside. Finding your exact car spot in a huge garage using augmented reality on your phone.
That would be amazing. No more wandering around parking garages.
Right, or devices just automatically syncing up when they're near each other. Maybe for ride-sharing, your phone and the driver's car instantly confirm each other in a crowd.
Just seamless connections.
Yeah, it could change file sharing, AR experiences, how all our smart things talk to each other based on where they are in relation to you. It's more than just location. It's spatial awareness for devices.
It really does sound like a potential paradigm shift, not just an incremental upgrade.
I think so. That mix of precision, speed, and security is pretty unique and opens up a lot of doors for the next wave of connected tech.
So, wrapping up, UWB gives us incredibly precise location, better security for things like car access, and the potential for way more seamless interactions between our devices.
That sums it up nicely.
So here's a thought to leave you with. Consider how this technology, quietly embedding itself in our devices, might fundamentally change not just finding things, but the very way our digital and physical worlds connect and anticipate our needs. This has been a deep dive into ultra-wideband, and this has been Le Podcast de Philippe. If you enjoyed this discussion, please do help us reach 1,000 subscribers. We'd really appreciate it.